to the ground with the back. He's there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. A chance here to take control of this game. The late score in the first half, and now the opportunity to extend the lead even more.
And just keep building.
Got a lot of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Payne. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Marshall, 21, App State 7.
Coming out with it, it's Alexander. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll return it from the 50. Touchdown, Herd! The special teams proving worthy of their name. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for a gap. It's Roberts. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they couldn't hold off the Heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in.
And, man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. They might try to score again. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this...
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm... Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Bringing the heat. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around.
Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. The very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. to settle in.
A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense in hurry-up mode. Back to the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He finds his man. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
7, Marshall, 0.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Catch in the middle. It's Conley. Powers through. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. He slings it deep to the left. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Getting some heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 4 over Wisconsin. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Williams will pass. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Arnold. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Using the quick game. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Eagles will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for them.
They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He tries to take the top off. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum. Just keeps moving. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Herd! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia Southern, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete. At the 35, he's loose. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles.
Great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Dances away. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for them.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Marshall! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
This offense has a second down play. Williams looking for a man. Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Lost to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. Goes right through his hands, falls to the ground, and they have also dropped this game as the clock strikes 0. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they've just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate.
Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Panthers offense will have the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Gibson. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. Offense set on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Coming after him. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it out himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Good timing on the quick out. Tackled immediately after the catch. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Gibson. Gets it out fast. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, they're trying to run the football there. there and just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quick strike complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Bush. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia State.
Georgia State. Number 8 with the grab and the score.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. South Alabama went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Jaguars.
To the air on first down.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think
Continues to fight for yards. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. He wants to throw. Dances away again. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice? And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington.
And the Panthers will kick it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He's going to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Smashes ahead. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Lowers those pads. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd!
That's number 2 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's running in the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Georgia State jumps back to the line. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Gibson. He's right on target. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And that pass is intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Still on his feet at the 45. Quarterback gets enough. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
He does a really good job dropping back to pass, and he wanted to pass, but man, so dynamic. Season opening, takes off, makes a huge play. And if you think the crowd was excited before that, now they're really lit.
Unloads to the wideout. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And the offense takes control of this football game. But I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Back to throw, it's Gibson. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Panthers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Pass. Now we're going to 3rd and goal. You'd like to see this part of the field where you can exert some of that physicality, run the football. I know you're doing it. I know the field shrinks, but I'm going to be tougher than you.
Touchdown, Marshall! And the pummeling has started. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play to pad the stats. Going up top on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David. Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football, and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 8 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Marshall's offense will get the first possession of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get into football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Turns it loose. And they're not on the same page there. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking for space. It's Sampson. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Vols want to move quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a crease at the 20. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the 1st down himself. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal.